We've heard many people say that knowledge is power multiple times, I'm sure. But what does that actually mean? That's why I'm making this video, because I want to go over exactly why I believe that knowledge is truly power. Like, it is very powerful. A person who is knowledgeable is more powerful than he or she thinks, right? It's more powerful than they think. So I want to go over why knowledge is power, why people say this, and also what kind of knowledge and how to gain this knowledge. Number one, you can't do anything unless you know how to do it. You can't, for example, start a business unless you know how to start a business. You can't make money in the business. You can't market it. You can't promote it. You can't connect with the right people if you don't have the knowledge of these things. Same goes with like self-improvement, for example. That's what I talk about majority of the time. You can't go to the gym and build muscle if you don't know what to do at the gym, or if you don't know what not to do. You can't get on NoFap if you don't know what NoFap is. If you don't know that, oh crap, I should stop doing porn. Like, if you don't know that, you're going to continue to keep doing it. So knowledge is very powerful. Knowledge is the thing that separates you from the person you want to be. That's the bridge. Once you have that, kind of damn near have everything. You know, I have all these books over here. Why do you think I read so many books? Because it's such a big deal for me to know these things. I have to know. How do I not know? How am I going to start a business and not know about people in the past who have started businesses? Maybe I can learn from them. Maybe if I study a little bit more history, I can learn from the people who have taken losses in business, or the people who have done great things in business. How did this person deal with this situation? How do they maneuver? What were their habits like? What was their routine? Knowledge is what gives me that. I don't know that. And there's different kinds of knowledge, of course, but that's why it's so important. Like, knowledge is really power. The person who has the most knowledge is really like, you don't understand the lengths of what this person could do. This person can easily manifest more than you can. They can easily get more out of life more than you can, because they just know what to do now, and they know what not to do, and they know the wisdoms behind it. They've studied it deeply, like to a point to where like they can explain it to you in one sentence. That's how much they know about it. These are truly powerful people. I'm not saying that knowledge is the only form of power. There's definitely multiple forms of power, but knowledge is one of the main ones. Make yourself a knowledgeable person. Learn a lot of things. Now, what to learn? Well, that just depends on whatever, you know, your field is, whatever it is. But like, let's say it's real estate, for example. You want to be this, trying to flip houses or something, or you're trying to be like this real estate agent. Learn as much as you can about real estate, about people in history who were real estate agents or who tried flipping houses. Learn about, like, literally as much as you can about the environment, or not the environment, the area that you're getting this house in, or the market value of this house. Learn about how much it would cost to renovate, how much it would cost to sell, the fees. Learn as much as you can, because you're never going to learn and be like, oh, this was a waste of time. Like, no, most of the time you're going to be like, oh, I'm glad I knew this. I'm glad I knew small little things, because they'll eventually, like, I'll eventually need them, you know, to learn as much as you can. Anything it is. In Islam, we have people who want to become like scholars of Islam, right? We call these people like students of knowledge. They go and they learn the Quran. They dive deep into it. They learn about the meaning, why it was, you know, sent at this specific time, why God chose this word instead of this word. And those people, to us, are like leaders. They're the leaders, because they know. If you are a person of knowledge, you know things that I don't know, bruh. And you can help me in ways that I don't even know. Doctors, why do we go to doctors for advice? Because they got the knowledge. They know exactly what to do. They've studied it extensively, you know. So when it comes to what to study, that's up to you. When it comes to what knowledge to get, that's all up to you. What matters to you. And my advice would be, like, let's say, for example, if it's a book, right? Don't just start the book from the beginning thinking that, oh, I'm going to stick to it. Because if you're like me, if you have this ADHD mindset, you're not going to be able to stick to it like that. That's not how I read any of these books. I just find a chapter that I'm interested in and I start there. It's not the best way, honestly, but it helps keep me focused. Like, I'm like, okay, like I'm interested in this specific chapter. Let me learn about this. Now, when you learn about this, you're like, oh, let me go back to chapter 1 or chapter 2 or whatever. And that's how you finish the book. At least that's how I do it. But that's my advice. Like, don't just learn something from the start, from the very beginning. Like, when I say learn about real estate, you don't have to learn about the first person who ever bought a house or the first real estate agent. No, you have to learn, like, go and learn something that you're interested in when it comes to real estate, and start there. And that's when you slowly improve and slowly learn more. Become a person of knowledge. Become a person who seeks knowledge. I might not seem like this, you know, to people who know me. Sometimes I come off as like I'm aloof, or like I'm all over the place. Like, I don't really know. But that's just how I act. But like, I don't go out much. I don't like to hang out with that many people, because I'm at home. I'm like watching, like, I have like YouTube courses that I follow. I'm just like watching videos of, you know, podcasts and learning things, reading books. I'm learning things. I don't know what result this is going to give me, but I just want to be a person who knows. I want to be a person of knowledge, because when it ever comes down to it, I want to know. And that's how I'm going to be able to get what I want to get in life. That's how you're going to be able to get what you want in life, is through knowledge. Seriously.